everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for coming and stopping by. Today I'm talking about my 2017 favorites in the beauty realm. I'm gonna start off with, skincare. The first product I'm gonna talk about is the Perricone MD Deep Moisture Therapy. For nighttime face moisturizer, this is the moisturizer I have been loving. I've used up nearly the entire pot of it. It's a very thick, very hydrating nighttime face moisturizer. The application instructions on the back say you can use it morning and evening. For me, I found it best to use at night, and I also wanted to savor it because it is on towards the pricier end, but I will shell out for a good skincare product. The next two products I have been doing some research on, trying to double check and make sure that they are cruelty free, and from the best that I can tell is that this product they claim that they're not sold in mainland China, which would indicate that they are cruelty free, and the brand themselves on their website says they do not test on animals and they don't ask others to test on their behalf. From what I can gather, they are cruelty free and that is what they stand for. However, there has been a little bit of controversy over it, so if you're any hesitant at all about it, I would say just skip it. But for 2017, these are the skincare products I've actually been using, and I've recently made the decision to make sure I was only buying cruelty-free products. That being said, I'll just like insert a little time clip if you want to just like fast forward past this if you are like any bit hesitant at all about it, because I totally understand it. Also, when I went into Aveda and specifically asked about it, if they were cruelty-free and if they were sold in mainland China, they said no. So to my best knowledge, these are cruelty-free, and if not, I'm sorry, like honestly, I don't know what to tell you. The two products from Aveda are their tulasara Renew Morning Cream and the eye cream, which is the Botanical Kinetics Energizing Eye Cream. I have completely emptied this little sample pot of the morning cream. Wonderful to wear in the morning, whether I was wearing makeup or not, and I found my makeup did last really well while I wore this, and my face felt very hydrated, which is a concern of mine because I have combination to dry skin, my like very desert, slightly oily. With this eye cream, I've noticed a drastic difference in the fine lines under my eyes, even though I wasn't using it religiously. So I'm trying to use it more religiously on a daily basis, morning and night, because girl, I gotta start making sure I don't get as bad of wrinkles as I could get. The shampoo and conditioners that I've been loving are from a brand called Kevin Murphy. This is a hair care brand that I've really enjoyed for the last couple of years now. The line that I'm specifically using right now is the Repair Me Wash and Rinse, and then I also, well, I don't have the rinse on me, and then also the Restore. The wash and rinse, the rinse is the conditioner, and I actually broke the bottle of it, so I transferred it into another container, just like a travel container. As for its ability to repair hair, I will withhold my judgment on it just because my hair has been so excessively damaged. I don't even think I can speak to it accurately, so yeah. What I will say is that my hair, as it's been growing out, I've been really enjoying how this cleans my hair. It doesn't strip my hair too much at all. It just cleans it really nicely. I really do like the Restore cleansing treatment. This is something that you put on instead of doing your shampoo and conditioner. So I sort of alternate between using my shampoo and conditioner and just using this when I'm in the shower, because I feel like with my hair, I don't need to do a deep conditioning or a deep shampooing every single time I shower. So that's when I reach for this, which just, you know, helps keep the hair healthy and living and growing long, one can hope, right? This perfume is just a knockout scent. It's something you can wear day and night. It's the Nirvana Elizabeth and James White. The packaging is stellar, hefty, and the lid stays on very securely. I would recommend going and giving this fragrance a sniff. It doesn't have a super florally note to it, which is something I totally appreciate, and it's also not a very sweet scent either. It's more of the savory sort of incensey kind of smell that I normally go for. Ah, my favorite section, makeup. All right, where do I start? Where do I start? I'm gonna start with primers. These are the two primers that have been rocking my socks off all year long, and I've talked about it in so many videos and used it in so many videos in using the Becca First Light Primer and the Backlight Primer. This one I love with every single foundation. This is the Backlight Primer. It's completely gone. It's considered an empties now. The First Light Primer I bought when I moved to Arizona specifically because I wanted something that was just a teeny bit more of the like hydrating. So this has been wonderful living here. I'm gonna try to just go through these as quickly as possible because they are things I talk about all the time, but I just want to have them collectively put into this video. If you cannot tell by this beat up packaging, I have loved the Anastasia Beverly Hills in the Renaissance palette. The shades are just divine. All the shades on the left and maybe on the top right corner are things that are more everyday, and then you have all these dark, rich colors and pigmented colors up the wazoo that are wonderful to use when you're having a little bit more of a bold look. My favorite shade by far is the Mercier shade. I like to use that on my lid, and I like to use it as an inner corner highlight as well. Like I said, the color pigmentation is phenomenal. Its blendability is out of this world, buttery, and honestly, as a full palette, this is probably my all-time favorite so far. Next up is a face palette from Becca. It is the collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. Such a gigantic mirror, The packaging is really sturdy. It comes with 3 blush shades and 2 highlights. One is her traditional champagne pop, and the other is, I forgot the name of it. Prosecco pop. I love both of them. The champagne pop is a bit more pink, and the Prosecco pop is a bit more gold. So whatever look you have going on, you have a color highlight to rock your socks. And also, can we just give a little shout out for the security of this packaging? Like, love it. Eyeshadow primer. You guys, if you watch my channel, you know which one I'm going to talk about. It's the Too Faced Shadow Insurance in the color Champagne. I use this constantly. It's pretty much the only way I prime my eyes, honestly. I sometimes, like today, I use the actual foundation to set my eyes, but you know, this one is just... I have 2 setting powders to talk about. The first is the Mercier Translucent setting powder. Phenomenal for the under eyes. This has been a go-to for me all year pretty much since I bought it. Couldn't stop using it until it ran out. I was also using it as a baking powder. I would rip off the little hole section top part and just dip my brush on in. It is a bit pricey, so I want to be trying out the RMCA No Color powder. I do also believe that that is cruelty free, so I want to give that a try considering its price point is significantly lower. Since switching over to using only cruelty free products here on my channel, I wanted to use, or if I had to dupe for the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. And I think I have. Towards the end of the year, Wet n Wild dropped this magic bomb on the world. It is the Photofoucs pressed powder, and I'm using the shade Warm Ivory. Warm Light, just kidding, it's Warm Light. It's very finely milled. It doesn't irritate my skin, which everybody knows if you watch my channel, I have sensitive skin. And my skin is also on the drier side, so it ends up looking really nice and flawless with this. And I would say go light in with it first time, because with any powder, you don't want to be a cake face. Concealers, you already know I'm going to be talking about the Urban Decay Weightless Coverage, Complete Coverage Concealers. I have the shades Light Warm and Medium Light Neutral, depending on if I'm self-tanning or not, or if I have a tan or not. These are wonderful for my dry skin. Definitely something you want to set though right away so that they don't crease on ya. And since the little back icon on the back says after 9 months the product has reached its longevity, I will say goodbye to these and be testing out some new concealers in the near future. So thank you, Urban Decay, for making a wonderful concealer that I loved all year long. For foundation, the top foundation for me has been from photofoucs, the Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation. I currently have the shades G20 and G30. Love them both. This is a very full coverage foundation, and I find it's best applied with the Morphe M439 Dense Blending Brush. It's kind of got a little domed shape to it. So I will apply it with that, working in sections, and then I will go in with a Real Technique sponge or any beauty sponge and dab off any excess product. I have a few lip products to talk about, so I'm going to quickly go through them. The Milani Amore Matte lip products have been standouts for me. They're very long wearing, not quite as long wearing as the next one I'm going to talk about. The colors I've loved are loved number 12 and number 10, Adorable. This is Adorable and this is Loved. The Adorable color I find is very good for an everyday, and if you want to do a little bit more color for an everyday, Loved is perfect for you. This one has a bit more of a red tone to it, and this one has a bit more of a cool tone to it. 2017 has been the year of Kylie Cosmetics for me. I really like the matte liquid lipsticks. My favorite color is what I'm wearing right now, and is what is right here, is this combination, the Moon Lip Liner and Liquid Lipstick. I Cannot get enough of it. I get compliments every single time I wear it, and it is the most long-wearing matte liquid lipstick I've come across. The Anastasia Tinted Brow Gel has been a standout brow product for me this year. It's what I'm wearing on my brows right now. I have used it so much that the lettering has pretty much totally come off. The shade I use is the shade Espresso. I often use this brow gel when I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time doing my eyebrows, but I want to add a little extra color, especially when I have a hair color as dark as it is currently, or when I have a very, very light hair color. This color has been just wonderful for me. It looks good when my hair is really light, blue, red, or dark black, brown, whatever my hair decides to be, whatever I decide my hair to be. Physician Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer has been stellar. It is the perfect neutral to cool tone bronzer for me. It smells like a tropical oasis lotion, and I just can't get enough of it. The packaging is adorable, but the product is phenomenal. It blends like an actual dream. I really want to try out the butter blushes from Physicians Formula. I've always loved Physicians Formula for its bronzing. They had one that had the little mineral balls, and you would swirl it. Oh, that was amazing. I used that in college. Like, I haven't been able to find the exact one that I used, but goodness gracious, it was amazing. This is the last makeup product I'm going to be talking about in my 2017 favorites. Crazy that 2017 is already gone. Like, what? Anyway, this is the Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Spray. I got a small size of it because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not, because in my mind, nothing could compare to the All-Nighter and the, what is it called? Urban Decay Cooling? Urban Decay Chill. Because I didn't think anything could compare to the Urban Decay Chill and the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Sprays. I just was like, this might work, this might not work. And I didn't want to shell out for the full size, but I might go in for the full size of it, because I'm speechless. My makeup would last like all day. I mean all day, like 15, 16 hours when I worked as a manager in retail. Like, I just, all day, sweaty, cold, hot, humid, dry. This was just a stellar product. Thank you, Kat Von D, for rocking my socks. First of only 2 skincare products, this is a body wash. It's the Trader Joe's Refresh Citrus Body Wash with vitamin C. I've used it to right here, so nearly half the bottle. Besides having a very reasonable price point, being like a few dollars, and it's at Trader Joe's, so it's easy to acquire, the product itself is great for my sensitive, eczema-prone skin, and it smells really refreshing, so it wakes you up in the morning, and I love it. It works really good before I self-tan, and while I have my self-tan on as well. Sort of transitioning that into my next one. We got a self-tan product, but it is a self-tan eraser from Bondi Sands. This is a miracle product. When you have, you showered, you came out, you're like, you know what? I think it's been like a week and my self-tan just needs to come off. You can pop this on after you've had your self-tan on for at least 3 days, and it will get rid of your self-tan, or at least you can get rid of some like excess buildup anywhere that you have, like on your elbows or something. Fantastic product, and I love it. And thus concludes my 2017 favorites. Thank you guys for popping in and checking out this video. I hope 2018 brings a lot of really fun new makeup products into my life and to everybody's life, and I will see you all in my next video. Peace.